Okay, so total noob. Did a video this morning on the way in. Too long, so I had to do it again. But so yeah, just leaving work. Lovely evening, although it is mighty cold. I'm sure it's cold wherever you are if you're in the UK. The weather has definitely turned chilly. So I'm just going to go home. My lovely granddaughters are at home, so we've got that to look forward to, and we've got some work to do on our camper vans over the weekend. So this is a Type 4 T4 Daisy. She's my sort of daily driver. I just sort of bought her on a whim at Christmas, but man, she has been an absolute lifesaver. We've used her all through the van build. She's just a 1.9 non-turbo, so she's not the quickest thing in the world, but she gets about, we have been absolutely miles and miles in her, and she gives me like 650 miles to a tank, a diesel, which, you know, I can't grumble at. So she's got a noisy water pump and a noisy power steering belt and a bit of rust, but man, she's got it where it counts. I love her. So she's the daily. Then we've got a Shaggy, which if you listen to us or on if you're on Instagram, or if you have seen the other videos, that's the main build that we've done. That's the Type 25. We've just finished, like I say, pretty much fitting him out. He's probably 90% there. New bed, new solar panels. We had a lot of help from the legend that is Greg Virgo. So thanks, Greg. Obviously not that you're watching us yet, but hopefully soon you will. He gave us a wiring diagram, helped us with specifications, and quite frankly, without his input, I would never have been able to get it to the standard it's at. So yeah, we owe you big time, my friend, and I would love to repay you that sometime in kind sometime. We've just got back from our first major trip in Shaggy, so we didn't really know where we were going to go. We've never done wild camping before, really, so we decided to go to the north coast, to the east coast, sorry, to an area that we knew fairly well, which was the Norfolk area. We've been taking the kids on holiday there for years. And we knew the place pretty well, like from kind of Sea Pauling and Waxham, Great Yarmouth areas, all the way up to Cromer and Sheringham up there. So we did a bit of that. Wild camped in Thetford Forest on the first night, and that was lovely. I mean, like so peaceful that we'd never, so like amazingly peaceful. We then went off to Breck Farm, which is one of our favourite sites up there, for 2 days. And then from there we went and discovered some wild camping, and we managed to get into a sort of beachside car park and stay there for a few days. We then tried Hunstanton, which was not great. The problem with Shaggy now is with his high top and his solar panels, he's like 8.5 foot tall, so couldn't really get in many car parks around that area. So we drove up to Mablethorpe, which is somewhere that we'd been in the past. We happened to get onto Huttoft Beach, which is where, I don't know if any of you follow Either Van, Mark Collum interviewed the boondockers up there. That was beautiful for 2 days, although Shaggy got covered in sand. And then we went to met my sister and up there and sort of Skegness and things like that, which was beautiful. And then we drove to Willowfields, where we saw, it was like a smorgasbord of YouTube royalty. We saw Gadget John and Mandy, John and Tiff from Lucky and Bricks. We saw the Urban Motorhome Darren. We saw the World of Womble. We saw Mark and Spunky. Yeah, so and they were helping John, which obviously, you know, not my position to wade in on that. Although I did offer him some help as well, which I've since been told not to do. So yeah, so we were going to just have 2 days there, but we ended up having 4 because it was so nice. And then we made our way back down on Tuesday, and now we're sort of back to work. So tomorrow I will show some more videos of the other vans. We bought a 1969 early bay window tin top camper, and my daughter's boyfriend has bought a 1979 tin top bay window camper, and they are going to be available for hire next summer. So we've got some work to do on those, body work, plus a bit of an interior fit out on a few bits. I've been speaking to Power Oak, who Well, I couldn't get through to Power Road because I actually spoke to Max Oak, who obviously they're like American subsidiary, but they basically said we're not really big enough to help to give anything to us at the moment, which is fine. But I think that's going to be the route I look down, to get them some power for when they're hired. But yeah, so we'll catch up with that tomorrow, and we'll show you some bits and pieces. I'm just trying this new format of talking in the van because we've got a busy house and I don't get a lot of time where it's sort of quiet enough to video. Plus I'm still a bit awkward talking to the camera in front of other people, but doing it in my van, don't seem to mind. So yeah, I shall, as I say, tomorrow we're going to do a bit of work. I need to do some work on the brakes, really. I think the battery's gone flat as well, which is my own fault because I knocked the interior light on, and yeah, so I'll show you around those tomorrow, and we'll catch up a bit more then. So yeah, I'm going to go home and enjoy Friday night with the grandkids, and hopefully have some nice food. Got to take them home obviously, but hopefully have some nice food because it's been one of those days today and I am pretty hungry. And I will speak to you all over the weekend. So I hope you have a great Friday evening, and I'll catch you all soon. Cheers.